Today in NBA 2K25, I made a team of only players who have played for Florida before. Florida just won the national championship last night, so here's a team of Florida players. We have Bradley Beal. I have him playing small forward because the only small forward on the team, like true small forward, is Chandler Parsons. Udonis Haslam. If you hear anything going on in the background, it's very windy outside. Joakim Noah, Jason Williams, Andrew Nemhard. You can count. You can not count. As you can see, he did transfer to Gonzaga after 2 years, but I decided to put him on the team anyway, just because he still went to Florida. Vernon Maxwell, Al Horford, David Lee. I don't know if that looks really good or really bad. I'm not sure, because he's not actually in the game. Trey Mann, Maurice Spates, Mike Miller, Corey Brewer, Dorian Finney-Smith, Matt Bonner, and Chandler Parsons. Honestly, it looks like a really good team. Here's the rotation. They don't have a backup small forward besides Parsons, but still should be fine considering they have Bradley Beal. So let's get to the end of the first season. Well, actually not yet. I have to mention real quick before I start. I'm going to lower everybody's age to 30 or below. So, Horford's 38, I'm going to lower him to 30. And Finney-Smith is 31, I'm going to lower him to 30. Because we're going to be doing this for 3 years. And see if Florida's all-time team can win a championship in the modern era. Season is over. Jokic has a triple-double, winning MVP. And no awards for Florida players, as Florida is very average, going 41-41. As a matter of fact, they're as average as you could be. However, they still get the 5 seed to play the Hawks. A normal Hawks team. Should be an interesting round 1 matchup, because Florida is like a depth team. They don't really have like a super, like their superstar is Bradley Beal, and then they have like stars behind him, but not like, this is prime Bradley Beal, by the way, not like modern day Suns Bradley Beal. I had to get the prime Bradley Beal or they'd be cooked. Alright, this isn't good. Yep, they're done. 4-0 sweep for the Hawks. This team will be back next year. And the Knicks win it in 6 over the Warriors on the next season. Year 2, Bradley Beal is a 91, David Lee is an 86, Noah's an 86. I didn't even show their stats last year. Look at some of those real quick. Bradley Beal averaged 30. David Lee only had 10, that's a disappointment. 10 and 11 for Noah. White Chocolate had 15 points, 8 assists. Only 8.5 for Haslam. 12.5 for Nemhard. Looks like the scoring was spread out a decent amount. Florida legend Trey Mann was good. Corey Brewer averaging 0.4. Dorian Finney-Smith didn't even play. Neither did Matt Bonner. Or did Bonner play and I missed it? I don't really see it. No, it's just because I replaced the team. And I think it might be glitched. I don't know. Alright, on to the end of the season. Season is over. Wemby wins MVP. Cooper Flagg on the Hornets. James Harden on the Pistons. Alright. That's the end every day. Spurs went nuclear. The team got worse. I don't even know if they're in the play. They made the 10 seed. Cooper Flagg's the 9 seed. 38-44. Worse than last year. Not entirely sure how they went from the 5 seed to the 10 seed, keeping the same roster. Well, Beal regressed, going down from 30.4 to 24.9. Team's second highest scorer was Trey Mann, who only had 8 points last year. Overall, looks like this team just isn't quite as good. Oh yeah, there are these two bozos down here. Cherry and Cable. They signed in the offseason for who knows why. They're here for the year, I guess, I don't know. Alright. Time for first, maybe last play-in game. Oh my gosh. LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Cooper Flagg, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. I mean, we'll simcast it. Why are the Cavs the 8 seed? And why are the Raptors the 4 seed? Okay, I gotta stop. Come on, Florida. This is a Florida video. Don't want to go any the last year already and not even make the playoffs, and they're not going to win it. They're eliminated. 110-94. They lost to the Hornets in the play, and it's going to be Spurs, Pacers. Pacers win it in 6. On to the third and final year. And so far, Florida is yet to do much of anything in the playoffs. Year 1, they lost in the first round. Year 2, they lost in the play-in. So hopefully they get better for year 3. Third and final year. David Lee is up to an 88. David Lee is cracked right now. Haslam's already anxious before the season. Here's the last chance for this team. They got double Garrett Norris down here. This guy's not real. Something tells me he's not real. Yeah, I don't know if this team can do it. They look like they should be good enough, but we'll see. They're better than they were last year. And last year they were 10 seed in the play-in. So it's not saying a lot. Let's get to the end of the season and see if they can finally do it in year 3. I'm going to show this part of the season because this is not going too well. They're 25-39 right now. I don't know what is happening in the simulation, but they're getting worse every year. Which is the opposite of how it should be. Yeah, this is just... I knew from the start of the season they're like 5-10. Like, it just wasn't gonna work out. They seem to be getting worse here towards the end. Okay, they at least do well in the last week. Luka wins MVP on the Bulls. At this point, why not? DeBon's the Rookie of the Year. G.G. Jackson most improved. Luka up 31-8-8. Well, I guess 31-9-8. So yeah, it looks like they did miss the play-in. The Hornets go from the 9 seed to the 1 seed in one season. Power of Cooper Flag. Not the exact same amount of points he had last year. No, he went down again. Bradley. What are you doing? Vernon Maxwell had 16 points a game on this team. Joakim Noah had 11. Why the heck did David Lee have 11 rebounds? He's a good rebounder. He's not 11 rebounds good, though. The Norris brothers each put in 1 minute a night. So, this simulation was a bit of a fail. Florida went from losing in the first round to losing in the play-in to missing the play-in entirely. So that's the end of this video. Make sure to subscribe. Goodbye.